Hey, what's up, guys? Jesus here. Thank you for joining me for more top 5 whatever. This time around, I'm going to be talking to you about my top 5 most useless items in video games. Now, this is games that I have played. I'm not going to be talking about other games with useless items. I'm sure I'll get a bunch down in the comments that I should have said instead from other games that I haven't played. But like I said, this is solely my personal experience in games. My top 5 most useless ones. So let's jump right in with number 5. Number 5 would have to be the throwing daggers from Medieval, original Medieval for PlayStation 1. You get them like right in the beginning of the game, and they're obsolete within 5 minutes. Once you get that fucking sword, you don't really need the throwing daggers. I mean, you can throw your arm and stun the enemy and then run right in and kill him with the sword. And then by the end of the first level, if you're good enough, you get the Chalice of Souls, you get to the Hall of Heroes, and you get the crossbow. Completely making the fucking throwing daggers obsolete. So that's number 5, the throwing daggers from Medieval, because there's also a fucking slew of other weapons that you get in that game. I never really used the throwing daggers, except in like that first 5 minutes in that first little mini level. But that's number 5. Number 4. Number 4 would have to be the fucking frying pan from Fable 1 for Xbox. Now, I know it is a pretty awesome weapon if you fucking go about all of the fucking bullshit to get it. You gotta get those fucking 6 hints, put the shit together, figure out the riddle, go to the place, dig the fucking thing up, and then have the fucking augment stones in order to power the thing up. It is cool that it has 5 different fucking augmentation slots and everything, but just all the bullshit you have to go through to get it, and if you think you can just fucking go around and cheat the system and go look up where to dig it up and find it before, you have to find all those fucking hints first, because if you don't, and you dig the thing up, it's completely fucking useless. Have fun with your frying pan, noob. But that's number 4. Number 3 would have to be the fucking specialty balls from Pokemon Gold and Silver onwards. Now, I've played a little bit of, like, Emerald and Ruby and Sapphire, but not that much, and even then it was just emulators on my phone, so I really don't know that much past Crystal version. But those 3 games, Gold and Silver and Crystal version, fucking, you've got, like, not only do you have Pokeballs, Great Balls, Ultra Balls, and Master Balls, but then you've got, like, Speed Balls, and Heavy Balls, and Friendship Balls, and Lure Balls, and all this other bullshit balls, and it's just like, the fuck is all of this? I remember Dorkly put up a video of, Pokemon Rusty version, where he's in the general store, and he's, like, looking at all the Pokeballs, and the guy's like, oh, this one you could use on 2 p.m. on Sunday against bug types, and he's like, I need 80 of them! It's just gotten, I don't know, has it gotten even more ridiculous now that we're 6 generations in? Are there even more specialty balls? Because that'd just be fucking ridiculous. They're so useless. I'd never use them, especially because you gotta go and fucking get the dude to make them, and it takes like a whole day. Sorry, I used to have that kind of time on my hands, but now I don't. So that's number 3. Number 2 most useless item in gaming would be the Circus Leader's Mask from Majora's Mask. I recently did a Let's Play of this game, and you get this mask after doing a little mini-game in the Milk Bar for the Zora Troop Leader. You put on all 3 of the different transformation masks, and you go up on stage as yourself and play your instrument for him, and he has you play notes, and then once you do it with all 4 people, they play the song together, and then one of the Gorman brothers is at the bar, and he starts crying, and he gives you the Circus Leader's Mask, which is, Gorman face, which is pretty weird. But the purpose of that mask is to ward off the Gorman brothers when they're chasing down the milk cart, trying to get Cremia and break the milk bottles and shit. The reward for helping Cremia against the fucking raiders is the Milk Latte Mask, which it grants you access to the milk bar where you go to do... You can't get in to do that mission until you've already done the mission that the mask... It's useless by the time you get it. You've already done the mission that you need it for by the time you get it. In fact, the mission that you need it for is the mission that you get the mask that gives you access to the area where you get the mask. It's just a whole bunch of bullshit. So that's number 2. Number 1, again, intense as fuck, covers my whole face. Number 1 comes from Final Fantasy VII. There were quite a few useless items that I could think of, and I had to debate on which one I was going to talk about. I mean, was I going to bring up the underwater materia, or the fucking sedatives? Because, I mean, I'd usually have my characters in hyper anyways, because the fucking Fury builds your limits faster. Accuracy be damned. The fucking tissues that you get from the battle arena. But then I decided the most useless item, or items, in Final Fantasy VII, and the number 1 most useless item in gaming would have to be all of the fucking breeding nuts in the game besides the carob and Zio-nuts. The fucking Final Fantasy wiki itself says most of the nuts are useless. Interesting side note, I learned through the Final Fantasy wiki that the Zio-nut does in fact look like a peanut. So now you know as well. But yeah, every other nut. You need the fucking carob nut to get a blue and a gold... No, you need the carob nut eventually to get a gold chocobo. You need them to get the blue and the green chocobos. And you get the carob nuts from the Vlakarados creatures on the northern continent. You steal them from the Vlakarados... Or you... No, you morph them, I think. No, you morph them into the fucking... Oh, fuck, I forget what you can morph them into, but you can morph them into something good, I remember. But you can also steal the carob nut from them. And then the Zio-nut, you steal those from the goblins. And so, all of the other nuts in the game, you need the Zio-nut to mate the wonderful chocobo with the black chocobo to get the gold chocobo. So, you don't need the other nuts in the game at all. And you, like, find them, you can buy them, but they're all fucking pointless. Like I said, the Wikia itself even stated most of these nuts are completely useless. So there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed my top 5 most useless items in gaming. Thank you for tuning in for this top 5 whatever. Tune in for the next one. If you feel like I've forgotten something, or there's an item that you think is more useless that should have been included in the list, feel free to leave it down in the comments section, or wherever it is now, if you haven't lost faith in the comments section. Like the video if you enjoyed it, favorite, whatever. Subscribe if you haven't already, if you're new, or whatever. And as always, thanks for watching.